Gentlemen, instead of spending $500 on fragrances, we are going to cover clones, replicas that smell identical to the real thing that no one is going to pick up on, and that's going to get you the compliments that you want this summer, this fall, this winter. Stay tuned, watch this video because you don't want to miss this. Trust me, fellas, this is it. Welcome to the party.
I was born to be free.
Gentlemen, welcome to the page, welcome to the channel. Now let's talk about fragrances, clones, replicas of these expensive gems, because with the climate going on today, there are so many fragrances getting pushed into the market and they're expensive at the same time. Instead of spending all that money on these fragrances, buy these clones, buy these replicas, because they have the same mass appeal, they have the same DNA of the expensive fragrances that are not going to break the bank for you guys. But before we get started, I would love for you guys to like, share, subscribe, share the page, share the channel. It pushes the content, pushes the algorithm so that we can network and get ahead with these fragrances, these gems. Now let's dive right into the fragrance list. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about this one right here. This is Gada Ambassador Intense. So this is a clone, a replica of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Dior Sauvage Elixir is expensive. Okay, I got that. So this is an alternative for like 100, 110 bucks. But this is the thing. I feel like Gada Ambassador Intense is a lot more in depth. They basically sharpened the edges, they refined it, so you don't get the harshness from the licorice that you would get from Dior Sauvage Elixir. Whereas this one is a lot more refined. It still keeps that strong, manly DNA, but it made it better. But then, you know, I came across something that came off sweeter, even more mass appealing than Gada Intense, which is still a replica of Dior Sauvage Elixir, which brought me to Assad by Lattafa. It's cheaper than the two, it's more mass appealing than the two, and it's sweeter. It smells more gourmand, more fruitier. Oof. Yes, sir. Shit. This is another one that is as potent as the other two, still manly, mass appealing without a doubt, but this one has a fruitier take. But for me, $25 for a 3.4 ounce bottle, it does a lot better job than the other two. Next on the list, we have Club de Nuit Intense Man, a replica of Creed Aventus. Instead of spending $500 on this, for $36, 3.4 ounce bottle, you get a clone, a better composition of sexiness between the fresh and the spiciness together in a bottle with Club de Nuit Intense. So what I like about this one is that it is a lot deeper concentration of oil and stronger than Creed Aventus, because Creed Aventus over the years has become watered down since they have produced so much cologne over the years. They're jacking up the prices and they're giving less concentration of oil. Whereas with Club de Nuit Intense Man, for $36, it's going to perform 6+ hours on your skin, give you the same mass appeal. It's going to draw the same amount of compliments and attention as Creed Aventus, and at a fraction of the price. $36 for this fresh, spicy, sexy gem. Another one on the list that is a great replication, a clone of Invictus Aqua, is Rasasi Hawass. It's a Middle Eastern take. When you go into Macy's, your local perfume department store, and you have a concoction of all the fragrances together, that's what this smells like. It smells like a sweet, synthetic fragrance. It's gonna smell very fun, very playful. You got that bubblegummy type of vibe to it. You also have that freshness of like you're going to a new hotel for the first time. So if you want that type of experience, then you wanna get Rasasi Hawass. I didn't spend more than $40 on this fragrance, and gentlemen, it's one of those scents that keeps you coming back. Makes her want to constantly sniff you and smell you, because you smell like that irresistible Poppy that she hasn't had for a long time. And Poppy's in her life, Daddy's in the picture, and she wants to smell you all of the time. Unbelievable amount of compliments when you put this fragrance on. It's very likable, very easy to wear. This is a beautiful scent. You can wear this on date night, guaranteed to get you to where you want to be with the women, the ladies. Sexy gem right here. Ultra male, Paco Rabanne 1 million. You want something in that realm that's sweet, playful, you want to get Rasasi Hawass. What about this one? Haramain Amber Oud. This is going to be your replica of Baccarat Rouge 540. Gives you the same type of syrupy, cotton candy sweetness, cavity-inducing fragrance. Listen, if you just want to be part of the family of getting Baccarat Rouge 540 because it gets a lot of compliments, is very likable, and the air smells super seducing, then you want to get Haramain Amber Oud. It's a clone of that gem. Next one on the list is going to be Tres Nuit. Tres Nuit, another one by Armaf, same brand that makes Club de Nuit Intense Man, but this is a different take of freshness. You have the lemon verbena, but you have the composition of fresh classic sharpness. The herbal, the green like DNA that you get into this juice is exactly what you're going to get, like a gentleman. This is a perfect fragrance that you're going to want to wear if you're going to the office. If you're starting your day fresh in the morning and you come out of the house and you want to smell like a successful man, then you want to get Tres de Nuit by Armaf. Next one. Next one is Gada Ambassador, the original. We have Gada Ambassador Intense, but this is the original, which is going to be a replica of Dior Sauvage, the original. The monstrosity of this fragrance is going to be nuclear. Out of all the fragrances that I mentioned today, this is probably going to be one of the most compliment-getting ones. It takes fresh and spicy, marries the two, and it throws mango into the mix. It's so similar to Herbal Gold by Xerjoff at a fraction of the price. This is a well-crafted masterpiece type of fragrance right here. Next one is a great one because it's by one of the best brands out there in the market right now, Lattafa. Lattafa makes the best clones when it comes to replicas of fragrances. This one is going to be called Oud for Glory. Clone of Oud for Happiness by Initial Parfums. Going to be a replica of Haltan by Parfums de Marly. What's the issue? This one is $450 after taxes. This one is $30. You get the same scent as the other two. You have a sweet woody fragrance right here. It's going to give you that oud DNA, which is going to smell like an Arabian prince. You're going to get that herbalness. You're going to get the sweetness from the oud here, which you're going to get that sweet woody type of feeling. That scent trail that you're going to leave behind is very mass appealing because it's mysterious. It's not like any other fragrance in the market. It smells very different. One of my most favorite clones right here is going to be Camera by Lattafa. This one is supposed to smell like Angel Share by Kilian, which I feel maybe is a 60-70% comparison, but to me, man, if you're looking at buying Angel Share by Kilian, buy this one first because it lasts as long. It smells a lot better because it smells like a sweet, boozy, gourmand fragrance. You get the touches of sweetness that you would get from Angel Share by Kilian, but this one has more personality. This one has more oomph to the fragrance because it plays with the mind. You have the concoction of the rum and the cognac, which gives you that boozy accord, but you also have that gourmand maple syrupy type of feeling to it as well. When you put those two together, it is crazy, crazy. This is my signature fragrance of the year. I love the way this smells. This one is a panty dropper, panty blower. You want to smell like you're on top of the beach, sipping on your pina colada. Then you want to get old fragrances, Caribbean water. This is a clone of Virgin Island Water by Creed. Virgin Island Water, $400. Old fragrances, $56, $60. Sweet, creamy, coconutty, pina colada in a bottle. Perfect for the summertime, very refreshing. Next one, another one by Lattafa, another clone. This is Vintage Radio, Plumbase, sweet, playful. If you guys remember Side Effect by Initial Parfums, I'm not saying it smells the same, but it's in the same space because it's flirty. It smells like fruits, but little twist to it, like they put a little bit of helion in here. This one is going to be an aphrodisiac to the woman's nose. It has that type of effect on the women. It's hypnotizing because she smelled masculine fragrances before. She smelled very sweet fragrances before, but this is in the middle of the both. It gives her the best of both worlds. It pulls her in, keeps her close, makes her want to stick to you and gravitate towards your presence every single time. Last one on the list is going to be by Lattafa again, Mahir Legacy. This is going to be a clone, sadly by Parfums de Marly for the high heat. And this is perfect for the high heat. Why? Because it's another fragrance that smells lemony, is clean. You get that lemony bergamot type of DNA. You get the fresh squeezed limes poured all over the fragrance. That's what I would say that it smells like. That's what I get from this fragrance. Very mass appealing. One of the most, this one has gotten me so much great feedback when I put this one on. People think it's a very expensive fragrance when it's not. I got this for $10 on the TikTok shop. It is a great scent if you want something for the summertime, for the high heat. All right, gentlemen, so these are my 12 clones of the expensive fragrances out there in the market. You do not spend $300, $400, $500 on these expensive fragrances because, like I said, there's so many colognes coming out on the market today. You don't want to spend your hard-earned money when you can get the replicas that smell exactly alike to the expensive colognes out there in the market. Now, what colognes would you guys recommend that I put on, that I research and buy, that other men could buy, that smell exactly like the expensive fragrances out there in the market? I would love to know that. All right, guys, thank you for watching as always. This is James from the channel, Terribly Tough. I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.